climate scientist, an environmentalist, or a climate activist, then why am I here on the stage talking about climate change? Because I'm someone who understands the impact of climate change, and I have interacted with people who have had to face the impact of climate change. I'm Neenu Rathan, a passionate volunteer turned social entrepreneur from Kerala, God's own country. A state in India with moderate climate with no extreme weather conditions. We people in Kerala used to welcome monsoons with open arms and a lot of glee. I remember my childhood days where monsoons were a time to cherish. From creating happy memories, monsoon rains now have become something that brings about an underlying fear in us because things have changed. And now Kerala is facing the brunt of climate change, especially in the last few years. We in Kerala had never experienced heat waves, extreme dry spells, or floods in decades, and all started changing. The days started getting hotter, water scarcity became prevalent, weather patterns became irregular, and all these reached a peak when Kerala experienced the devastating floods in August 2018, one of the worst natural calamities of the century, which left hundreds dead and thousands displaced. This was not a one-off event either. The 2019 and 2021 floods led to massive landslides and extreme rainfall that caused severe damages in many districts of Kerala. When I was volunteering for the 2018 floods, I was attending SOS calls, coordinating rescue and relief activities. I felt the impact of destruction and seen the real scary face of floods. Now this occurrence is no longer a strange or new thing to us. I find myself as one who is also responsible for the bigger picture of this climate change. So I decided I have to do something about this. Even before the floods, I used to do activities and campaigns related to environment, but I was not aware of the urge or the seriousness of the issue or the multiple ways we are knowingly or unknowingly contributing towards climate change. Even while we are planting trees or taking conscious steps to reduce our carbon footprint, do you really think we can reverse this current situation? Even while I'm standing here and speaking to you, I'm adding to my carbon footprint because every move we make in this modern world leads to an increase in carbon footprint. I lived all my life with all comforts that were available to me at an arm's length away. It is probable that you have replied to a few emails, sent a few SMS, or posted in social media platforms, or just browsed the internet. If so, then we have added to our digital carbon footprint today. That is also a huge contributor towards climate change. Humans are habitual. We are habituated to this. And these activities are intertwined with the way we live nowadays. I understand that we need a systemic change. We need a vision for future. We need innovations that are accessible and affordable to everyone. That is only possible with a multi-stakeholder approach in a micro and macro level. We need ideators, innovators, funders, and individuals like you and me to come and do it together. Let me tell you a small experience from my life. I have always been a strong advocate of planting trees and have executed various tree planting campaigns in the past. However, despite my best efforts, it is not easy for a campaign to get going and resulted in planting a large number of trees. Then I decided to change my approach. Once I approached a media company that was already running an environment campaign, I proposed them. I will go to 10 schools, plant 5 saplings each, and talk to students and encourage them to plant at least one tree and and nurture it. I received an overwhelming response. In 6 months, number of schools increased from 10 to 30, and that led to planting of thousands of trees. That is the power of bringing and doing together. I did mention about Kela Floods. When it started, I enrolled myself as a volunteer to help in rescue and relief operations. And in just few hours, I could see thousands of people from different parts of the world join to contribute whatever they could. Rescue web portals were built in a day. Slack channels were activated. Facebook communities were formed. And call centers sprung up everywhere. And when I mention about call centers, it was not government or company call centers. Many individual volunteers were functioning as call centers to accelerate the rescue and relief operations. I could see so much coordination among people who have never met or talked to each other before. Everyone was trying to contribute whatever they could to help the lives of people that were thrown into a chaos very quickly. Unfortunately, such aggressive approach and coordinations were seen only in dire situations. In my opinion, if we need to see any progress in climate action, we need such kind of aggressive and collaborative approach. It is very much about us, but don't just do your bit. Identify like-minded people, enable and empower them, and call for collective action. When different people come together, they can bring in different things, like they can share their expertise and knowledge. They can share their ideas and innovations, or put in their time and efforts. Others may be able to bring in financial resources or be influencers. This is what happens when we come together on a micro level. Magic can happen with these ingredients. Having seen many examples of what collaborative efforts can do, I've become a strong advocate of collaboration, and this then became a template for all my social and environment-related activities. I've extended this idea of collaboration into my venture as well, wherein I'm creating a virtual collaborative platform for socially responsible NGOs, NPOs, corporates, community builders, government organizations, social innovators, and individuals like me and you to come together and congregate for better social engineering and innovation. As I conclude, I would like to request each and every one of you to not just do your bit, but to assemble conscious communities which brings together different stakeholders to action for the larger good. Let's repeat, do it together, because the problem at hand is large, and as Helen Keller said, alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. Thank you.